This Student Athlete Spotlight brought to you by King Tire, Sue Hayden, and Carlock Nissan. I'm Zach Jones, Sports Director at WBBJ, and we're here at Scotts Hill High School for National Student Athlete Day. All right, I'm here with.
My name is Jace Willis.
And also, what college are you going to?
I'm going to the University of St. Mary's. It's in Kansas.
Okay, man, congratulations on that. And on football, right? Scholarship playing
Yes,
this? Okay, so let's talk about it. All right, where did that start for you, football? As a kid? Was it in high school? When did it start?
Actually started when I was 5. My parents forced me to play a sport. I was already playing baseball, of course, but I was scared at first, didn't want to get hit and all that. And I finally got a good hit, and I didn't like it, of course, and then I went on and hit somebody back, and ever since then, it was just I had to play football. I played at the Parsons, actually, right down the road, and ever since I was 5, I played there at their junior pro, and I started every year. And then actually, my 7th grade year, I was supposed to go to Scotts Hill, and I decided, hey, can we go to middle school there so I can play with the guys I've been playing with forever. And we decided to move. It was hard on my parents, but we decided to do it. And then I went there, played, and then high school came, and it was like, we got to go back to Scotts Hill.
Yeah.
We got to go back to Scotts Hill. Came in as a freshman. It was tough, of course. I mean, that difference between middle school to high school, it's a big change.
Right.
And then freshman year, the first 3 games I didn't start, and I was very upset, but I continued to work hard. And that 4th game, I got my starting spot. I never gave it up. I was the senior that got hurt, came back, and he was not getting a spot.
So ever since then, you've been on the smooth path handling your business.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you go in the St. Mary's, right? Yes. So why did you choose them?
Big thing is I got multiple reasons I chose to go there. I mean, I had offers from Bethel, and I had places closer to home, but St. Mary's, it was so far away, but it still felt like home. I never was able to go on a visit there. But I had guys from my FSL training group that I trained with that were going there, that already were there. They were sophomores. I had a guy that was actually Adamsville's running back. He broke a few state records this year.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to go with my guy. I got to go with my guy. And then their coach, he was just, man, you're going to change our program.
Exactly.
And I mean, every coach is going to say that, try and get you to go there, but I really felt like I could go do that. And that was a big reason I chose there. And then the money was there as well, too.
Exactly.
So.
You know, we going to get it all in there. I like to hear that, right? So let's talk about your student athlete, right? And I ask everybody this every time we get to talk to them. What does being a student athlete mean to you from high school to even going to the next level now with it?
Being a student athlete, it's very tough. I mean, I've always asked people about college because I've always been try to get well informed about college. And college, you know, they're like, it's hard. And I was like, do you play a sport? And they're like, no. It's like, college is hard without a sport, adding in that sport. But the thing is, you got to love it. If you love your sport and you're passionate for it, you're going to love your sport. You're going to go play your sport. And then if you're passionate about your sport, you're probably passionate about your grades as well.
Exactly.
And so not only are you going to strive on the field, but you're going to strive in the classroom, in the community, and just in everything. And that's a big thing for me is I love being a student athlete just so I can strive not just as an athlete or just as a student. I can try and make a big difference everywhere.
Right. So I love to hear that, man. So I want to know, what's your motivation? Is it football? Is it family? Is it being a student? What in particular, when you wake up in the mornings, like, let's get this day going, what pushes you to keep going?
So my big motivation is when I wake up in the morning, I've been trying to work on it, is I tell myself I'm going to be successful.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be better today. That's my 2. But
everybody
I always say
I'm successful and better today. Those are something to hold on to. Go ahead, man.
I say better today twice.
Right.
I try to do that twice because you get better each day. You're gonna get steps.
Okay.
Don't stay the same. And so my determination, it all comes from my family. They struggle, and so like football was a opportunity for me to go have fun, but also have a chance to maybe one day play at the next level, or then maybe play at the next level. And if I get at that next level, I can maybe help provide for them. And playing football has also helped me find an opportunity to find what I want to become. You know, of course I want to go be a pro athlete, but the thing I want to become is I want to help other athletes. I want to become a physical therapist, and not just become a physical therapist. I wake up every morning and I'm going to become a physical therapist with facilities all around the world, training athletes, making health better in general. I'm going to find a way to make health just better in general for athletes, elderly people, just everybody in general. And that's why I wake up every morning. It's like, hey, 5 a.m. I'm going to go train. I'm going to go work. I'm going to go train again. And it's a tough process, but that's why I do it.
Man, that was definitely enlightening. What you just told me, I'm not going to elaborate. I love to hear things just like that. So let's talk about Scotts Hill in general. I always ask people about the impact, that school had on them. Yeah. But I like I said every interview, I'm going to toot your horn too. What's the impact you feel like you leaving on Scotts Hill?
There's been plenty of people to leave impacts on Scotts Hill. And I think a big impact that I'm going to leave in the classroom and in football is just people saw this, and I would never say, hey, can somebody come help me? But after a football game, I'd always go clean up the field.
Wow.
Nobody would go help me. I would always clean up the field.
After
the game, I played all game. I'll go clean up the field, and then the very next day, I'll go study for a test I have on Monday, and then I'll go ace that test. And it's things like that. Like, people don't tell you about it, and they don't compliment you on it. But now, the senior year, as it's ended, they're like, you remember him?
Yeah.
We don't have that no more, and it really leaves an impact. Actually, I got a kid who was a freshman this year, and he started helping me do the field. So it's just having somebody to go do that thing, leading by example, not only on the field but in the classroom. I mean, this kid, he's homeschooled, but he's seen me pick up trash off the road, go throw it away, and now I've seen him go pick up trash and throw it away.
Wow.
And it's. If you can get 1 or 2 people like that, they can lead on to 3 or 4,
exactly,
5 or 6, and you can change Scotts Hill into not only a better football program, but a better everything program.
That is amazing right there, man, honestly. And I got to ask as well. You pretty much answered all my questions, everything, man, but there's somebody out there, I always say this, looking at what you're doing, man, because you're doing amazing things.
Oh, yes, sir.
So what advice would you give to somebody trying to do what you're doing? You set the example, man, everything that you're doing in community, everything, man, I'm proud of you. Just getting to know you right now, honestly. What advice would you give to somebody trying to do what you're doing?
The advice I give to somebody, I mean, there's all kinds of advice out there, and I get stuff from Coach Wilmore all the time. I mean, he tells me all kinds of quotes and stuff. A big thing is when I was younger and even today, people are like, you can't do it. You're not going to be able to do it. You're too slow. You're not smart enough. You're not athletic enough. And the big thing I would say is hard work and determination is the biggest thing out there. Coach Wilmore actually just had a speech right up there before this interview about that. And he was like, y'all say y'all want to go to college, but y'all don't go put in the extra work. Mm-hmm. You can put in work here on the field or during the time that the coaches are with you, yeah. But if you don't go put in that extra work and don't have a passion for what you want to do, then you're really not going to succeed. You might, but you got a lot better chance to succeed if you do that. And I've always had that passion for it, so will go put in the extra work if I get the chance.
Go the extra mile.
I was late for work yesterday because I was putting in extra work.
The extra work, that's what I like that. And I want to go back to something you said earlier in the interview. So you said be better. You said 2 things you tell yourself every time you wake up. Is it be successful?
Yeah.
And be better.
Yeah. There was another one, but those are the 2 most
Those are the 2. When you say that one twice, be better.
Be better.
Twice, man.
Because each day, if you're not getting better, you're just at a standstill, and that means somebody else is getting better than you. Not just on the football field, but on softball field, on soccer, in the school. Somebody's getting better than you if you're just at a halt. And if a lot of people want to go to college, you got to be better every day. You've got to be better. If you want to start at whatever you're doing, you got to be better. And that's why I tell myself that, because if I tell myself, it gives me a mental that I've got to be better today. I'm going to take that step and get better.
Man, you got anything else?
I think I'm good.
Hey, I wanted to tell you one of the most humble kids I met. Your future is really bright, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. Celebrate National Student Athlete Day with WBBJ Jackson. With hard work and determination, you just can't lose. Special thanks to our sponsors, King Tire, Sue Hayden, and Carlock Nissan.